Oh, shit. Ah. Shit, I'm fucking sore, boy. Well, not actually too sore. Like my muscles just feel, I fucking slammed my chest hard today. I went hard as fuck on the chest today. Shit. Excuse me. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Salute. God bless everybody. Whatever you look at as God, may He bless you or may it bless you in every way imaginable. Let me just turn this a little bit like this. Put this down a little bit like that. Boom. Looks alright. Looks alright. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Is that cool or what? Does that work? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? How's it work? Yeah, man. I hit the workout hard today, boy. Hell yeah. Hit the workout hard today. Went and caught the game. First time I smoked one of these in a long ass time. So I'm gonna twist this thing up right now and kick it with y'all for a little bit. You know what I mean? What up, what up, what up? Shout out Laura Tarnowski. My bad. I probably butchered that. How's everybody's Saturday going, man? Oh shit. Hey. Didn't expect that to happen. My bad, y'all. My bad, my bad. I'm recording from the phone, man, because the fucking I got something messed up with my camera on here. I gotta get a new camera, so I just use the phone. You know what I mean? And I got it turned like that because I don't want to drink on camera. Y'all could probably see me anyway. Turn that joint a little bit. My bad, my bad, my bad. So yeah, man. Life experiences can be challenging, man. Every day we go through adversity that is challenging us for something that is of a greater purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like every day we go through obstacles. It's just, sometimes those obstacles can start happening at a much younger age than other people. You know what I mean? I hope I don't get flagged for drinking. Uh, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, because I went through a lot of child abuse as a kid. And I feel like it kind of had an effect on my mental. Like that was just one of the things. One of the obstacles as a child was abuse, which I know is all too common nowadays in America. Shit. Um, all too common in America, bro. Every single day, check this out. Every single day, I see some type of news ad or something. Not ad, but news. I got a news app on my app, and yo, Brad, what it do? You ain't really missed nothing, dog. You ain't missed nothing. I actually just hopped on. I'm twisting one up real quick, just kind of cutting it up. I was just the only thing you missed was I just started mentioning about child abuse, man, and going through it as a kid and how it challenges you mentally, later on in life. You know, it makes you resent certain things. It makes you rebel in certain ways. Um, and then as that happens, you know, you're rebelling or you're being you start to get in trouble, right? And once you start getting in trouble, you start going through, you know, the government system that they put in place, the systematic oppression. You know, because that's all it is when it comes to like the government and the justice system and stuff. If it was about reform, kids wouldn't be getting restrained. By restrained, I mean like held on the floor and held there so long that they can't breathe and they fucking die. That type of stuff wouldn't be happening if the justice system was about reform. The justice system and the government as a whole is about money. We all know that, you know? And if you don't, you should take a closer look. Hell yeah, I hit my chest hard today on the workout. Hard. It felt good. It felt real good. It felt real good. Every day I work out with my wife. That's our little thing now, you know what I mean? You know, she just had the baby and stuff. Baby's getting older. You've seen the channel Soft White Underbelly. I've been, yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah, bro. You go anywhere that has like areas like that with like homeless encampments and people that are just, you know, fucked up, period, as far as like drug addiction or any type of like addictions and shit. There's usually some type of reason behind that, you know. Now, granted, there are the cases of people that you know, just do it just to do it, you know, but a lot of times, man, when it comes to like, especially like the women that are like out there tricking and stuff, and a lot of like sexual child abuse, you know, happens to them girls at a young age. And, you know, it's just like anything else. All right. Prime example. Yesterday, I spoke about a story when I was like 10 years old, between 9 and 10 years old. And my uncle let me drive his car, and he was teaching me how to do donuts, and he had me sitting on a 12 pack of beers, and he was getting drunk while we were driving, and blah blah blah, right? And as I got older, I thought that type of shit was cool, stealing cars, doing donuts, like, you know, like fuck the police type shit, you know. And even before that, goes younger back to that, you know, they had me singing Wu-Tang at 4 years old, quoting it word for word, the cuss words. You know, I'd be at the house parties with them, playing poker against everybody for dollar bills. I knew how to play 5 card draw, blackjack, all that type of shit when I was a kid, man. And basically what I'm getting at is that shit as a kid made me feel like it was cool as I got older, right? So leading back to the girls that, you know, end up getting into like on the track and tricking and stuff, they're getting molested by, you know, their stepdads, uncles, friends, neighbors, anything like that as a little girl. And then they seek that as they get older, you know, older guys selling their body to anyone they can to just seek some type of affection because they feel like they're worthless because of whatever they went through as a kid, or, you know, like it's usually always some type of trauma behind it. You know? And what's crazy is the government, the system that is set up in place is built to protect those type of people, child molesters, women abusers and shit like that. But it's built and it's designed to, you know, they over dramatize like drug dealer and stuff like that. Like, for instance, I seen guys that weren't even dealers, right, get caught with like a 20 rock of crack and end up doing 4 years in prison for it because they got caught in a school zone. School zone is automatic 2 to 5. So you're telling me a crackhead that should be getting help and some type of reform, you're gonna give him 4 years in a state penitentiary with lifers and murderers and rapists and all types of crazy motherfuckers for a little thing of crack? Now, granted, I'm not saying that crack is okay in any type of way. Any type of hard drugs is not okay. I don't condone none of it. You know what I mean? But what I'm getting at is the guy isn't a bad guy. He's just a guy that probably went through a rough patch and it ended up fucking him over by, you know, him getting into drugs or whatever. Life fucked him over in some type of way, you know? And it's just fucked up because the government, they claim, and the police, they claim they're here to protect and serve. But back in the day, what did police used to do? And I'm not talking about 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. I'm talking about 500 years ago, 700 years ago. Police, they would just slay somebody. They'll slay them, chop your head off in front of the whole town, hang you in front of the whole town, beat you, stone you to death. That's what the police were for. The police were for keeping the people who didn't have money in check. So that way, the people who had the gold and who had this, who had that, who had the power, you know, stayed in control. That's how government systems were put into place. So, like, it's almost one of those things like, yo, so who put that into place, right? Because if you go way back, right, into like ancient times, there's like a lot of references to sky people, aliens, that is what we call them nowadays, aliens. They're also referred to in some literature as the Elohim, which is the noble ones, the powerful ones, greatness, uh, glory, and Anunnaki. They're referred to as the Anunnaki. You know what I mean? Which is Anu is heaven, and Naki is earth. So Anunnaki basically is translated to those from the heavens that came to earth. You know what I mean? So there's like a lot of references to that, and I'm not knocking anybody what anybody believes in or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is, these governments formed. They took ancient texts, right? The people with power who had control over finding all that stuff. Because look, like archaeologists and people will find that, and then it gets turned over to the government. When the government is just motherfuckers with power, with all the money, with all the gold, with the riches, you know? And that's the government. So basically what I'm getting at is the police, man, are just another form of control against populations, man. And the government, oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. The government back in the days took ancient texts because they had control of the text on clay tablets and what have you, and dismissed it off as this, that, or the other. But now, thousands of years later, that text is coming out and it's being translated correctly. You know, you guys could look up the Book of Enoch. You could look up Escaping from Eden by Paul Wallace. That's a book that I just started reading. It costs $9 on Amazon Books. Escaping from Eden by Paul Wallace. You know, if you're open-minded to a lot of things, you know, you could look at life in a whole different way, man. And I know some of you guys might go and end up reading it, and then you're like, "Oh man, fuck this! I can't believe this." And that's fine, because that's what you know, it's your brain is programmed to not believe that. You've been brainwashed, and we have been being brainwashed for thousands of years. So your brain isn't going to want to be able to wrap its brain around it. Your brain isn't going to be able to want to wrap your mind around it. Like, your brain ain't going to want to let you, but it's like you got to kind of just open that door and let go, because there's a whole side of our brain that we don't even use, that most of us don't use. Us, like artists and rappers and things of that nature, musicians, they're said to have used more of the right side of their brain. Much respect from Denver. All right, Lance. I appreciate you tuning in, bro. Hit the like, yes. Hit that like, hit that share button. Let me hop on this bed. That's right. Oh yeah, you want to jump in? I'll let you jump in. Hold on. Let me get the my bad. Forgive me. Let me put the link up. How the hell do I get to the comments? My bad. I'm trying to get to these comments so I can post the thing. Oh, comments right here. What up, sis? What the hell? How do I get to the comments, son? What the fuck, bro? All right, hold up. My bad. Bear with me, please. Bear with me. Boom. There you go. It's in the comments. Anybody want to jump in? That's cool. Go ahead, jump in. We can bust it up, talk about whatever. I'll keep talking about my little shit. You can just have any input, whatever input you got, or any type of life experiences that you have that may pertain to these topics. Aliens, government system, and child abuse, you know? Yeah, you got to blow some of your hot ass breath on these things to keep them nice and moist, you know? Nice and moist. Oh shit, I dropped some. That sucks. Good thing it breaks up in big ass chunks. Ba ba ka, na 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 ba ba ka, and like speaking of aliens too, bro. Hold up. I think I got somebody trying to jump in. Hold on, let me see. Guests, participants, add to stream. Boom. What up? Salute. Yo.
What it do, bro? Damn, yo, I don't know how the fuck to flip my camera. Hold on.
All right, so you got to go to the cam. It says like Cam and Mike.
Stop. All right. Yeah, just
driving,
turned it off.
Oh yeah, no. There's two spots, bro, for the camera thing.
I see it. It says camera 2.0 facing back.
Yeah, you want to click that joint. It's going to drop down. And then you'll be able to put it on the front.
I don't got that other option. I clicked it, and it's just saying the one. Yeah, and it's just saying the one option.
That's weird. You don't got a front-facing camera?
I do.
That's weird as fuck.
Fuck, I just turn this bitch around. You can see me like this. I'll hold this bitch like this. God damn. You can see me though, bro?
Yeah, I can now.
All right. Shit.
What you doing, driving?
What you doing today, though? What you doing today, bro?
Shit, today for me, I'm just sipping on a brew. Got done working out. I'm gonna be cooking some barbecue chicken on the grill.
Yeah. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, you can hear me and everything, right?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. I was just talking about how different forms of child abuse as a kid is like a mentally challenging thing, bro, and it can have a lot of effects on people later on in life.
Yeah,
That's
for
what
sure,
I was just
bro.
talking about here and shit.
Yeah, that's definitely true, bro. You look at a lot of people. I know you did time and lockup. Obviously, that's what your channel's about. A lot of people in that bitch was going through some type of child abuse.
Yeah, bro. People don't understand, like, and when I say people, I just mean like mainstream people that are very how can I say it, closed-minded, you know, and then people are just like, oh well, it don't matter what you've been through, you still have a choice, blah blah blah, which yeah, you do, but when you're influenced to the point where you're like brainwashed in a sense into believing that this type of this way of life is cool, then that's gonna alter, your decisions later on in life. You know what I mean? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Shit, this camera went out. Hold on 1 second.
You good, you good. Hit that like, hit that share button, everybody. Let's get this video out there.
Man, I'm on this YouTube shit, bro.
You talking to him?
Yeah, I'm on man's YouTube shit.
Oh, okay.
All right, bro. Be easy, bro. All right.
Yeah, man. So and what's crazy is
Good, how you doing?
So we start making these poor choices, right? And then we end up locked up. We end up in group homes, blah, 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 whatever, what have you. And then we're going through even more abuse, especially like in the later like 90s to early thousands. But even now it's still going on. But in between those years, those time frame, the abuse was crazy, bro. Like people were getting beat, people were getting killed, kids were getting raped, all types of shit, bro. And even now that shit still goes on. So that type of shit is gonna make you resent authority, you know what I mean? Police, anything that has to do with like government, bro, because that's what we went through. Like, and then not everybody can understand that, man. That's why I like to make these videos and talk about it, because people just think, and like again, when I say people, I mean closed-minded, tunnel vision type people that just think the world works one way and that's it. They think, you know, they look down on people that been in jail or have been in trouble or this or that, like it's our fault. And it is our fault, but when it starts as a childhood, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're being put through all types of oppression and abuse, then that's gonna affect you later on, bro. That's just the main point that I'm trying to make.
Yeah, because I know you did a lot of time inside. That's what your channel is mainly on, the juvenile system and shit. How much time you did inside altogether as a juvenile, bro?
It was probably, let me think. If I were to put it all together, I would say from 14 to basically 18, I got maybe 3.5 months on the street. And then from
Damn, bro, that's
18,
crazy.
yeah, and then from 18 to 25, I got maybe a year and a half in the street, but you know, in spurts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You did most of your time in PA?
Yeah, I did all my time in PA, yep. Yep. There was a big ass scandal in Pennsylvania one time. I want to do like a more in-depth video about it. It was like a scam that like judges and shit were doing, because look, when a juvenile is doing time and they're locked up, whoever owns that facility, whether it be privately owned, state owned, federally owned, whatever, they get paid by the day for every person that's in there. So like it's like it's a money, it's all set up on a money scheme, you know. And there was a thing, it was called Kids for Cash, and these judges were like giving these kids like insane amounts of times, and he was doing crazy ass shit in the courtroom, bro. Like for instance, one of the things that was like the main thing, he would take like a handful of coins, right, and he would say to the person, I'm gonna throw these coins, and however many you catch, you know, that's the amount of time you're gonna do, or something like that,
bro.
or something along the lines of that, right? I might not
Stop
be wording
playing.
it completely correctly. And then what he would do, the person would be like, all right, though he'd take the coins and chuck them over his shoulder, and then boom, they got to do all the time. You know what I mean?
What the fuck? That's
Yeah, bro.
crazy.
So all these kids,
And
they
then
were
how
like
long
locking kids up left and right, huh?
There wasn't no like police officers in the fucking, they was all in on it?
I'm not sure exactly who all was in on it, but I do know like they were locking kids up. Like like kids that shouldn't even have been in certain places were in certain places because like they were taking wards of the state and just throwing them in with everybody else to get paid for it.
Damn, bro. Yeah, you definitely should do a video on that. I ain't never heard about that shit.
Yeah, bro, you could type it into Google, "kids for cash scandal," and that shit'll pop up.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I did a little bit of time as a juvenile, not a lot, nothing serious. I did like a 6-month bid in Hickey
Right,
Correctional. It's a place like right outside of Baltimore City, and it's
right.
goes up to 18. It's like it's a school, but you live in that bitch. Like,
It's like
and
a
then
boys'
yeah, they
home.
got wall bars and shit all around all on the fence.
In PA, they call them
And
boys' home.
they call them what?
Boys' home.
Boys' home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Um. And yeah, bro, they was just like real dickheads in there, bro. Like to kids and shit. Like,
What year
damn, I
was
could see
that?
maybe. Huh?
What year was that?
What year was that? That was 16. So that was
Was it before '07?
oh hell no. I'm only 23. It was in
Oh,
2013.
damn. So what did you witness anything in there or like any type of abuse or something like motherfuckers abusing their power? And it doesn't even have to be like fucking up some like people getting fucked up. People can abuse their power like by whatever, like by intimidation. I know like some of the things I used to go through, motherfuckers would just push up on you, like make you go to bed early. They had this thing called EBT, early bedtime. Make a motherfucker go to bed at 7 o'clock in the night and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, I never really seen them make us like force us to do anything like that. But like any chance they had to grab up on us or do like some type of physical harm, bro, they was on that shit. Like they was not playing no games. They was like looking for that type of shit.
Yeah, bro, it's almost like they come to work trying to release their frustration on
On a
kids
minor,
because
bro.
yeah, on kids because they know, like especially like most of the places I've ever been, and which is pretty much like any juvenile camp, they're fucking buck wild, and motherfucker don't care about punching a staff member in the face because you juvenile, you don't
Yeah,
give a fuck. And one of the things was motherfucker always used to say, like, yo, you guys, one of y'all hit me in the face, I'm gonna beat the shit out you, like we're gonna jump you, blah 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 blah.
yeah,
And they would, bro. They break ribs, they break elbows, knock teeth out, all types of shit, bro. And then just say motherfucker fell and smacked his face on an
yeah,
accident or some
yeah,
shit.
yeah. And it's like now, at the time I knew it was fucked up, obviously, but now that I'm a grown man, it's like how the fuck you a kid and like go home and sleep with like feel like you're good about yourself. You know what I mean? Like I would. That's just
Yeah,
some pussy ass shit, bro. Like you beating up
yeah,
on a kid. How the fuck you feel good about that shit? There ain't nothing tough about that.
yeah. And,
It's
and
like
like,
pretty much like, huh?
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like that's like almost like beating on a woman almost, bro. Like not to that extent, but pretty damn much, bro. Beating up on a kid, like that's some fucked up ass shit. There ain't nothing tough about that shit, bro.
Yeah, nah. And then they'll fucking jump you, bro. Like yo, I
Yeah,
woke up being choked one time because I was passing out that one of my homies
huh?
had a homie in one of the other buildings, and I used to transfer back and forth for buildings to be in this cooking program. So I was like taking kites back and forth, and I ended up getting caught up for that shit. But the way that they like fucking surprised me on it was I was in the middle, I was like sleeping. They go busting into my room like fucking whatever o'clock in the morning and start choking me, dog. Like rip my blankets off, wake me up, choking me, fucking me up, hit me in the ribs and shit.
Damn, bro, I'm losing my connection with you. I can't hear you. It's like I can hear you, but it's lagging like a motherfucker.
Oh shit. You good, you good. How's it coming through now? Oh yeah, it's all good. Shout out to Brad, man. Y'all appreciate you stopping by, showing love. Hell yeah, man. So it's like it's just crazy, man. There's like so much crazy ass shit that happens, man. You know, on a daily. on a daily, like probably every like so many seconds, every day. I lagged out. Oh, yeah. Somebody else can hop in. You know what I mean? If anybody want to hop in, go ahead. It's all good. It's all love. Grew up inside family. You know how we do it. From Alaska. Damn. So wait, you're in Alaska, bro? Shout out to Nathan the B, man. Yo, hey, that's the homie right there, yo. I fuck with him. He been rocking with me since day one. Everything I've been putting out, he been fucking with. So, yo, shout out to Nathan the B, man. Firm handshakes to him. Alaska, damn. I never been, but I want to go. So wait, what about the bee thing? What's the bee, man? Don't you harvest honey or something like that? I forget exactly. I forget. Beekeeper. Got a boat. What? Hell yeah. Hey, I'm gonna come up and visit, dog. Watch. When I do, I'm gonna take you up on that offer. I definitely am, because I love to go fishing, bro. Drink some beer, go fishing, roll one up. I'll bring you some of that Cali chronic. You know what I mean? Dang, that's crazy. I never. So, like, what, you running your own business up there? Like, you harvesting these honeys and like selling it and shit? Like, can I buy some, or do you jar it up? Like, what's the dealio? Let me know, bro. I'll PayPal you, I'll Venmo you, I'll Cash App you, whatever. Yeah, that's what I heard. Is it legal up there? Is it legal in Alaska? And is that where you're from? I didn't even know that, bro. I can't believe I didn't know that. I own a health food store and I also run 20 beehives. Damn, no shit. Two-time felon. Hey, yo, please, somebody give a fuck. Put some likes in the goddamn and some shares and all that for my homie, man. Running his own store and he runs 20 beehives. You got to have some balls. I don't give a goddamn what you say. You got to have some balls to run some beehives, man, because, you know, most people see a bee and start acting like a girl. Start, you know, wilding out. So salute to you, man. Health food store. Will you ship anything? Like, what do you got? Because I've been working out and stuff. I started working out again lately. So I wanna you know, get like the pre-workout stuff. Like, what's the deal on that? Like, health food? Is it food? Is it nutritions? I want to buy some honey, bro. I want to buy some pure honey, pure Alaskan honey. Yeah, I'll be putting that shit on my story, making my coffee with pure. I mean, my tea with pure Alaskan honey. Hell yeah, bro. Shout out to Nathan the B, man. The government, man, the system and the government has been hiding shit from us for so many thousands of years, bro, that the human race uh it's so watered down, bro. Like, a lot of people are scared to acknowledge aliens, and I only say aliens because that's uh you know, current, you know, word for it. I really would say just the Elohim, because that's what I believe, or the Anunnaki, because that's what I believe. But, you know, to each their own. So I just say alien just to, you know, use a term that is very broad and everyone can get what I'm saying, man. You know? And I'm not saying you gotta agree with me either. I'm just saying, like, you know, you would be probably not very wise to at least explore the fact that uh our ancestors um have had some type of outside interference in order to um create the mindset of government and money and blah blah blah, because maybe they came here in search for minerals or whatever, because the earth has lots of minerals they may have needed, and then that's how the gold was discovered, so that the humans, it's some type of, it was just a very big jump back in the day. Like, I've been through shit as a kid that makes me believe what I believe. That's why, just like how anybody can sit there and say, I've had life experiences that make me believe what I believe. I've had life experiences that make me believe what I believe as well. And, it's all love and respect on the Grew Up Inside channel, the show. We all a family. We all brothers and sisters here, of course, but I'm just saying, like, take a second and open that door, let your mind wander a little bit. Is it really that far-fetched? If you look up all the facts, the facts that are translated correctly, I would join you, but I don't know how. All right, bro. So go up in the comments, right? And there's a link right there. Click that link, and then boom, it'll let you come in. I commented with the link. Jump in, dog. Let's bust it up. You can show me some of that honey you got. I'll hit you up on Instagram. Yeah, I'll sell supplements too with some honey. Hell yeah, bro. Definitely. I'll spend a cool little $50 real quick on some supplements. Just send me a little variety pack, something you got. We'll bust it up right here. Jump in. The door's wide open, baby. Okay, we got 7 likes. That's what's up. I appreciate it. Shout out everybody in the chat, everybody watching, everybody that's been watching the past couple of days, man. Firm handshakes to all of y'all. Bless all of y'all. Much love. Salute. Y'all already know what it is. Yeah, that shit kind of burnt my lip right there. Damn. Two-time felon. That's what's up, bro. What up? Boom.
What's happening, man?
What's up, big dog?
This is the first for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I teach classes on beekeeping and all that kind of stuff, so I'm used to talking to people, but I ain't never been live or anything like that.
Yo, that's sick, yo. That's sick. Awesome. So the first time was here. Y'all seeing it first. Motherfucking beekeeper, teacher, everything. Two-time felon, all that. Store owner, business owner, entrepreneur. Introduce yourself, man. Tell people where you're from, a little bit about what you do.
Yeah, my name's Nathan Bromley. I've been running my own business now for about 15 years. I did a lot of time as a young man and as a youth, but I got out the last time in 2004. Most of the time I did as an adult was for growing weed or selling drugs of some kind, and even caught some new charges when I was locked up. But I think that's pretty common. But it was always about making money and being a businessman. So I just finally focused those efforts on something that the government wasn't going to come after me for. Yeah.
Exactly. That's like the mind frame that I'm in now. Like, I have such a hustler mentality and so many talents that I was using in the wrong way for many years. And now I'm trying to focus it more on positive things. And I'm reaping the fruits of my labor, so to speak. You know what I mean? And it's dope.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this though. So you've been in trouble and stuff. What was your childhood like?
It wasn't bad. My parents split up when I was pretty young. That was really the only rough thing. My dad was a pretty harsh, kind of violent guy, and then he married a really, after he split up with my mom, married a pretty controlling and more like mentally abusive woman. And I actually even tried to, I think a lot of people in our situation, you know, have harmed themselves, you know, and I even tried to take my
Mhm.
own life as a young man. And, you know, I got the scars to show it, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, kind of came out of that. And I think a lot of people, more people than we realize, that try to commit suicide or do commit suicide at the last second are like, oh fuck, you know, what am I doing? And that was definitely my thing. I was like, oh shit, you know, I really don't want to die. And you know, that kind of, that certainly cured me of the idea of wanting to harm myself, you know, because I fucked
Hmm.
myself up pretty bad, you know,
Yeah.
lost a bit, you know, put a gun under my chin and just pulled the trigger, you know, and just,
Yeah, I see the scar, man. That's nuts, bro. That's nuts,
yeah,
man. Well, fortunately and thankfully, you know, you're still here and you're able to speak about it today, man, because that's a very powerful story, man. And that's crazy, man. Like, salute to you, man, for you overcoming all that, you know, and still being a good, you know, the man you are today. I see you looks like you're in a home,
yeah.
nice home. You got your business, like you do your thing. So, are you from Alaska? Like, did you grow up there?
Yeah, I moved up here. I'm 46. I moved up here in 83. With, you know, my dad
Damn.
moved us up here in 83. So I've pretty much been up here my whole life. I lived for a year in Colorado, you know, got into a shit ton of trouble. And then I know you were into fighting when you were younger, you know, maybe you still are, but I was too. And I went down there, got into a bunch of trouble, and my kickboxing coach actually bailed me out of jail,
Damn.
put his house up to bail me out of jail, and then bought me a plane ticket and shipped me back to Alaska. So
Oh
that's the only
shit.
time I've ever lived anywhere else, you know.
Damn. So
And
what? Dang.
we're still
What?
close to this day. You know, I don't fight anymore. I'm too old for that shit. But you know,
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like one of those things. It's you know, it's good. You know, and especially nowadays, man. And a lot of parents are scared to let their kids, you know, be in combat sports. My younger middle daughter's in boxing. My
yeah,
oldest daughter's in karate. You know, the baby's definitely going. We already have her watching us while we're working out, hitting the mitts and shit. You know, so
nice.
that's something I definitely want to keep carrying on, man. Especially I got three girls. You know, like
Yeah, yeah,
beautiful girls at that. You know, and like I'm not gonna be strong and powerful dad forever. You know, we all get
right.
old. So
You
I
can't
want
be
I want to
there.
try to like because I have a lot of knowledge with boxing and just combat and period and just life, man. And I'm trying to like show them a better way, dude, because I just you know trying to take all the negative choices that I made and just learn from that and show them a different way. You know, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn. So Alaska, that's awesome. So you grew up where you grew up at. Did it have the 6 day, 6 months in the night and 6 months day?
Can you see that out there?
Yeah, I see. It looks like the sun's shining.
Yeah, nothing but snow though. You know.
What?
Yeah, yeah,
Yo,
yep. 2 feet of snow.
damn. So
It's
that's how you grew up, like living,
Yep.
like what was that like, bro?
Oh man, it gets old. This is the first year I haven't traveled outside in a long time. I mean, I've been blessed. My store has been very successful. I'm not rich, but I make a good living, you know, and I've been able to travel every year. I usually go out of the state for a month every year. My wife actually just passed away from cancer, and
Oh,
uh
damn. I'm sorry to hear
yeah,
that.
yeah, it's
That
been a rough
sucks.
year, but
Wow.
you know, all we can do is keep on pushing, you know.
Yeah,
But
just keep powering forward, just because you know we always got to remember they would want to see us continue to build and grow as a person. You know, not hold yourself back.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's
That's the best way to honor them, bro. Is to like, honor your wife by continue do what you're doing and build yourself, become successful. And you have kids?
No, just a couple
Oh, no
dogs.
kids.
Yeah,
Wow. Damn, so
yeah.
you're 40 something, never had kids. Wow, damn,
I
that's awesome.
know,
So
I
you've been
know. I
living
mean,
like a nice life, like the no kid life your whole life. That's why you go on vacation for a whole month.
yeah,
We lucky
yeah,
we get a
yeah.
week.
Yep. It's a lot easier to take the dogs to a doggy daycare for a month than to do something with the kids or take them with you,
Yeah,
you
for
know.
sure.
I mean,
That's
that could
cool though.
change. Who knows, you know, but yeah, none at this point.
So you got a big family or what?
I got two sisters. My brother was murdered in 2000. Um, So
In Alaska?
what? Yeah, yeah.
Hey.
Anchorage is usually in the top 10. Sometimes it's number one. Last time I looked, last year it was number 13 for violent crimes in the country.
Because of per capita, huh?
Per capita, yeah, yeah. It's weird, but there's a lot of murders, a lot of shootings. My
Damn,
brother,
that's crazy.
yeah, he was growing weed too.
Yeah, and
And
people think of Alaska, you look outside, see 2 foot of snow. People wouldn't think that people are getting around like that. But you guys got streets and shit up there, highways and everything?
oh yeah, oh yeah. Anchorage is just a big city like anywhere else. In the summer, you wouldn't notice a difference. It just
Wow.
they got the big buildings
I want to
downtown.
see it, bro. I'm going to bring the family up, bro. We're going to have to go out on the boat.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, my stepdad's got a big ocean boat, and I've got a river boat.
Damn. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so we
always
go out.
wanted to catch some big ass fish from fucking up in Alaska. I grew up fishing before I started getting in trouble and shit. I always grew up fishing. Like my dad fished, his dad fished. Like it was a thing in the family. So
Yeah,
like I always like to go back to that. I take my kids up here. I'm in Texas, so I take them to the lake. You know what I mean, and get the fishing going and shit. So that's awesome, yo. I'd like to do that. That'd be sick.
that's probably the only other state right now that I would want to live in. I used to think I wanted to live in Hawaii, but it's
Hmm.
too controlling over your lives. I
Yeah, I
just
heard they don't like white people in Hawaii. Is that true?
they love people from Alaska. Like it's
Really?
almost yeah.
But
There's
it's
so
not
many
part of the mainland.
exactly, and there's so many
That's
people that
why.
come up here to work from Hawaii that I think I might get different treatment, and I've even felt a little negative vibes from some people before. I'll tell you a funny story. Like the first time I went to Kauai, I wanted to go hiking with me and my wife wanted to go hiking. So this little white dude at this little restaurant we were eating at tells us about a place to go hiking, and he said, "But you got to be careful. They don't like Howleys there." And he said you got to park and you got to walk through this trailer court, and it's actually all these old homesteaders, and they've had to fight to keep their property from these big hotels and stuff. So he said just be careful. So I was eating these little fruits called rambutan that you have to cut the rind, and it's crazy. It looks like something from freaking another planet. It's these red fruits with all these spikes on them, but you pop it open, it's kind of like a grape inside. So I got
Are
this
they
little
good?
knife.
They're banging, huh?
Yeah, so I had this little knife, and I'm like, all right, I got a knife at least. So I'll feel kind of secure. So I'm walking through this little neighborhood to get to where the trailhead is. And this younger dude looked like he's like, I don't know, 17 or something, was kind of giving me the stink eye a little bit. People were definitely looking at me like, you're way too, not only are you white, but you're really fucking white.
You just look
So
like
you're
you're
on,
out of place up there, right?
yeah. Yeah, something don't belong here. So people are kind of looking at me funny, and everybody's outside their house too. And then this guy comes walking up to us, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? Where you from?" And I'm like, "Oh, we're from Alaska." And he goes, "Oh my gosh, I just found out like a couple weeks ago that I'm half Alaskan native. My
Oh, snap.
grandfather, yeah." So he tells me this story. He tells me and my wife this story about how him and his twin brother stowed away on a ship together. It stopped in Hawaii. From a ship in Alaska. This ship stopped in Hawaii, and one of the brothers got off. And these are twins. It's crazy. So one of the brothers gets off and is adopted by this Hawaiian family right there in the valley, and everybody just assumes he's Hawaiian because he's brown and.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this dude, finds out that he's half. I think he might have been a quarter. It was something like that. And then of
Right.
course he's like, "You must know what tribe my grandfather's from," right? And he was, I mean, and of course I think my wife said one thing and I said something else, and we were like, yeah, well. But
Yeah.
it was cool because everybody in the neighborhood saw this dude, this who's from there, talking to us, and it
Then it
was
was
all,
all good.
yeah, it was all good after that. But
You
I've
was
never
partying it
actually,
up or what?
what's that?
You were partying it up?
No, we just went for a hike, and
Oh.
yeah, we just went up. We went up for a hike, and my wife
So
didn't
what's some of
drink.
the places you've been? I know you said you go out of the state. Like, where's some of the places you've been?
I've been to Bermuda. I've been to the Bahamas. Been to almost every Hawaiian island. Molokai. They're all different too.
Yeah. Are the like
Molokai,
traditions and more values of the people are different, huh?
very different. Those were all separate nations at one point, and King
Wow.
Kamehameha conquered all of them actually, except for Kauai. He didn't actually physically conquer Kauai. He tried to, but they basically lost like thousands and thousands of ships or thousands of warriors trying to cross the channel. And basically the leadership of Kauai just said, okay, you're the king of all the islands. But Kamehameha actually, with his army, physically conquered all of the islands, except for Kauai. And Molokai is probably the least welcoming to foreigners, especially white folks.
Yeah.
But it depends on the side of the island too. And again, it's funny when you're from Alaska, so many people work back and forth up here, or they have family living up here. It kind of gives you a pass. But I've never had anybody try to act like they want to fight me or anything. It's just
Right.
kind of give me a funny look, or
That's cool.
So
what's the most beautiful place? Probably Hawaii or the Bermuda.
Hawaii.
Hey, give me 1 second, bro. I gotta step outside real quick.
Okay.
Use the restroom. Hold it down.
All right. Let me see what's up on the chat here. Comments.
Ooh-wee. My bad, dog.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, that's one of the perks of living in the country, bro. You can just go outside and.
It's like that here too. I'm no longer in Anchorage. I said I'll never live there again.
Where's your closest neighbor? Are they far?
They're about. I mean, I've got an acre, and then my next neighbor has like 5 acres, so they can see my house. But even if it was outside pissing,
you guys talk? You know each other?
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, they do honeybees as well. They got chickens, and I got an awesome neighborhood. Like even from when I first moved in here, there's a cop or maybe he's retired or something, that lives on the corner, which is always a little weird for me. I'm still a little nervous around cops, but he puts on these meetings every year invites all the neighbors and is like, okay, if we have some kind of disaster, these are all the plans. This person is a paramedic over here, and these guys are EMTs, and this is what we do. And we did actually have a really bad earthquake in 2018, the end of 2018. I lost about 30 G's at my store actually that day. Yeah, big freaking a pipe burst in the ceiling. The whole ceiling came down.
And I didn't even hear about that.
Oh man, it was
probably tons of people that didn't hear about that.
Nobody died. That was the crazy thing. It was like an 8 earthquake. I mean, there was literally like places where you could see the road all split and huge sinkholes. And I mean, I was in bed with my wife when it started shaking. It was about 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And it was shaking so hard for so long, I thought we were dead, man. I was like, this is it. Just tried to wrap her up, grab my dogs, and just.
I love you, baby.
Yep. I was like, this is it. And
oh God, I'm sorry that I grew that. I'm sorry that I stole that person's money that time. I didn't mean to do it.
And then it stopped, and I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here, I
mean, damn. That's
yeah. Nuts. That puts a lot of shit in perspective right there. You're like, I actually probably wouldn't have lost as much money if I would have got out there right away and shut the water off.
Right.
But I didn't want to leave my wife, so I just hung out most of the day. And then that night I finally tried to go into my store is about 30 miles from my house. So
in 2 feet of snow, how long does that take you?
Well, the roads are actually pretty clear.
It's just like on your property right there.
So yeah, that's just my front yard. But the main roads stay pretty clear. But they make
plows and shit, or
they keep them
the people constantly driving.
Exactly. And that actually happened in the summer. But like all my vehicles, I've got a 2012 and a 2013 Ford Escape, and then I got a big truck, and all my vehicles have these Blizzak tires. They don't have studs, but they're a type of rubber that just grips the ice so well. I mean, I do 70 on the highway, you know.
Damn, nice.
Yeah, probably
Damn.
shouldn't.
So when it's dark up there for the 6 months, it is 6 months, right?
No, that would be up in, like, Alaska's so damn big that we've got so many different climates. Where I'm at, it, like, right now, I think it's light for about, I think it gets light around 8 o'clock, and then it gets dark around 7. So it's
8
actually
in
on
the
the
morning.
uptick. What's that?
8 in the morning, it gets light.
Yeah, somewhere around 8 in the morning, and then it gets dark about, actually, it probably gets dark around, yeah, about 8. What happens is on the winter solstice here, I live in Palmer, Alaska,
Yeah.
and on the winter solstice here, it's only light for about 4 hours a day. And then every day we gain about 10 to 15 minutes of light until on the summer solstice around June, I don't even know, sometime in June or July, it's light for like 20 hours a day. So it's
Damn,
this
light for 4 hours a day.
20 hours a day.
Oh,
4 hours.
right now.
Right now it's light about 8 hours a day, but
Yeah,
3
okay,
months
and it's gonna
ago,
progressively go up.
yeah, 4 months ago it was only light for about 4 hours a day. So it can fuck
Damn.
with your mind, you know. There's a lot of
Right? Yeah,
suicides
like
up
so
here.
growing up like that, most people don't, most people never experienced that or even probably even know that that happens. Like I thought it was just 6 months and 6 months like everywhere across Alaska, but now I'm
Right.
learning now that it's not, and that's crazy, man. Growing
But
up like
up
that. So,
farther
right?
up north, there are people that have darkness for several months, and
Damn. I wonder what that's
yeah,
like. Can you still see at night because the moon's so bright in the snow?
no, it's dark as shit, man. Like,
I bet because no
yeah,
street light lamps and shit.
right, yeah. Where I'm at, there ain't that.
Damn.
My boy just showed up to. He's helping me remodel my kitchen. Come here. I got a little pit bull lab mix.
Oh, no shit?
Oh, I'm chatting with yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, I'm gonna have to let you go, but I'll hit you up again, and I'll hit you up on Instagram.
Yeah, definitely. Link me up today, and then we'll set up some type of way that I can send you the money, and I'll give you my address, and we'll square all that away. I appreciate you stopping by, man. Big salute. You've been rocking with me the whole time. Everyone in the chat, I'll get all his information. If you guys want to purchase anything from him, you guys can do that. I'll put all the information up, and yeah, man. Till next time. I appreciate you, dog.
Yeah, I appreciate you too. Take it
Yeah, for
easy.
sure. Yep. Damn, 4 hours of daytime. 4 hours of daytime. And that means 20 hours a night. And he said it's dark as shit. How would you try to cope living like that? That's crazy. What would you do to cope? Like if you growing up your whole life in an environment where it's only, because he said some spots there's several months it's dark. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, man, shout out to Nathan the Beat Man, yo. For sure. For sure. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, man. So damn, that was cool, man. That was cool. Yeah, it was like a little live talking about some stuff, and then it ended up turning into a little interview. That's cool, man. That's cool. I appreciate Nathan the B Man stopping by. Like I said, I'll get all his information, and then because like he he's a beekeeper, so he has honey. He sells supplements. He got a health food store up in Alaska, but he can ship, send products out too. So if you guys want to buy some fresh Alaskan honey, get at me. I'll set it up, Yeah, man, I appreciate everybody stopping by. Shout out to the chat again. I had a hell of a good time today. It was a banging ass live. I appreciate everybody that came by, man. Make sure you guys hit the share button when you watch this back. Subscribe if you haven't done it already. It's the little button, the red one down there, man. Let's keep building this shit. We're gonna keep doing it every day, coming back, topics, interviews, all types of shit. Whatever it turns into, it turns into. Freestyles, battles, everything. Don't matter. All right, maybe we do a little thing like where I'll spit something and then, you know, I'll line people up. You know, it'll be like a little like 20-30 second thing. And then, you know, you get 30 seconds to beat me or not beat me, you know? So we'll see what happens. All right. Appreciate y'all. Holla.